I hope you're all well. Today I have a tutorial on how I get silver hair and also how I make it a wig. I'm not a pro at hair, nor do I claim to be one. This is just how I do it. I have been getting a few requests since I did my blue wig with how to make a wig, and this is just how I make mine. It's not the best, you know, I'm not amazing, but it's effective and it works for me and I absolutely love it. So yeah, this is just a video on how I get silver hair. I know there's loads of tutorials going around, so I thought I'd mix it up and add in how I make it a wig as well. So if you guys are interested in how to do this, then please keep watching. Okay, so this is what you're gonna want to start off with. So obviously your weave. For silver hair and like any light colours, I tend to just buy blonde weave. I've dyed some other bundles already, but I'm just gonna do one bundle on camera for you, and my closure as well. You're going to need some gloves. You're going to need your hair dye. Now, I've got quite a lot of hair dye because I mix these two together per bundle. And it is the crazy colour in the shade silver and then the directions in the shade silver as well. You're going to need a mixing bowl and a mixer. My ones I think are from Body Care. I think this one is actually from Primark, but I know that the bowl is from Body Care. You're going to need a comb or a brush. I like to use a comb and I like to use a wide tooth comb. Some kitchen foil, and then I like to use kitchen towel just to like wipe my fingers or wipe anything that may get dye on it. Now you can use a black bag on the floor, but I don't really mind about that. I just use foil and I'm fine. So the first thing I always do is put my gloves on, just in case if we're dealing with dye. I don't want to get anything on my hands even before we're using the hair. And then if you are using a black bag, you can just lay it out here and then you can put your foil on. So I'm just going to take my foil now. So the first thing you want to do is unravel your weave. I know a lot of people keep them weft in together, but I like to unravel mine because then I can really dye all of the hair. So I tend to keep it double wefted and I lay it down on the foil. So as you guys can see, the wefts are quite long. Once I start dyeing it, I kind of move the hair, so I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. Sorry that you can see a little hole there. These are very old pajamas, which is why I dye in them. Also, if not physically dye, by the way, also you want to be in colours that you don't mind getting dirty and that you don't really care about. I tend to always dye my hair in these pajamas because I don't really care what happens to them. So you're going to want to take your mixing bowl and one of your crazy colours, and you literally just want to empty the whole bottle into here. And then you're going to want to take your directions colour as well, and then I kind of just get the brush and take out all of the product, or as much as I can. So then your mixing bowl will look something like this, and obviously just mix the dyes together. And then what I do is I take some of the hair dye and then my brush and I just start from the bottom really, and I just make sure that I coat all of the hair. So once you've coated this part of the hair, I'm going to put it forward so we can see all the bits that haven't got any hair dye on. And then I'm just going to go back into the dye and just put it on these. And I kind of lay it down like that. I get some more hair dye and just coat it through everything. When I'm dyeing the hair, even like in its original part when I was doing it, I'm quite aggressive, if I'm being honest, just so that I know I can get in between all the strands and make sure as much of this hair gets covered as possible. And then you sort of leave it to marinate like chicken. You just leave it now. I want to leave it colouring for about 35 to 40 minutes. I know that seems long, but that's just what I want to do with it. So it's just going to stay over there cooking its heart away. I have a 3-part closure, so it doesn't go in any direction. I just comb through the hair and I lay it down. And I try and spread it out on the foil as much as I can. So back in with the hair dye, I'm just going to go in with another bottle. And just like the weft, I'm going to start by the bottom. And then again, just going to leave that to marinate for 35 to 40 minutes. Now it's roughly been long enough, we want to wash the dye off. I've kind of like smudged the hair to make sure that it is the colour that I want it, and at the moment it does look like that. I'm going to get the tap. Now when you wash weave, no matter what kind of grade it is, no matter what quality it is, you never want to wash it on hot water. You always want it to be lukewarm. It can really damage the weave and the weft if you wash it on hot water. So I'm going to take mine to about medium. Then when it gets to the temperature that you want it, you just want to put your weave underneath the water, obviously. Now you can take your gloves off for this, but I wear false nails and I don't want the colouring to go under them or, you know, damage the nails or anything. So you can wear them or you can choose not to, and I'm just going to wash the colourant out of it. Then you're just going to wring off the water and we're going to shampoo the hair. Now the shampoo I use is the Tresemme, and I just pour some onto the weave, and then when it's like that I get the bottom of the weave and like fold it and I just scrub so that it can really get in there. And then you want to wash that out again on lukewarm heat. Then once that's all out, we're going to go in with our conditioner. I'm going to be using the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle Conditioner. I don't really like the smell of this, but it's really good for weave. So I'm just going to put some on and then just coat the hair. And then I just leave that for a few minutes just to sort of deep condition, and I'm just going to wash the closure out now. So we're just going to do the exact same thing with the closure. We're just going to be washing the colour out. And then the same thing with the shampoo. And then again going in with the Aussie conditioner. So then we're just going to let that sit to the side, and we're going to go back in with our bundle and just wash that out. Now you can leave the conditioner in for a few hours, you can leave it in overnight. I'm kind of in a bit of a rush to do this, so I'm just going to do mine quickly. So then once all the conditioner is out, I like to take this bit and squeeze, and then I kind of just squeeze all the way down, and then what I do is I wrap it like this and I kind of like wring it, because doing this is also going to give the hair a texture and make it a bit like watery waved. And then same thing for this to dry, force it all the way down, and then I wrap it like that. Open it up, and then I'm just going to hang that to dry as well. Okay, now for the wig part. This is pretty much all that I use. So I'm just going to break it down for you what we have. We have a mannequin head. We have a little applicator thing, which is what we stick the mannequin head in so that it can stand up and we can work with that. I'm going to be using a wig cap. The one I'm going to be using is the spandex cap, and it just looks like this. I currently have it on because I'm about to demonstrate the steps. Then we have elastic. You'll see what I use this for, but it's quite a necessity. My needle and thread, a pair of scissors, some clips. These are optional, but for me this is what works best, is to have this. A white eyeliner or any coloured eyeliner that's not black and will show up on black, a hairbrush, and then your weave here. So this is the wig cap that I'm referring to. Now as you guys can see, it has two seams here. I'm going to put that on the side, so I want the front of the head to be this bit here where it's got no seams. And I already have this on my head. If you're camera rolling your hair, you don't need this, but I'm not, so I'm just going to use this. And this is just going to keep your hair like tight and like not moving. Then you're going to get your wig cap and you're just going to put it on your head to fit how you want it to. Then you're going to get your closure. I've just tied mine in a little bun so that the hair doesn't get in the way. And then you want to position your closure to where it's going to be on the wig cap, and then you're going to use your white eyeliner to draw where it is. it should just come out with a little thing like this, and this is just going to map for us where not to put any weave or anything. So now I'm just going to grab my applicator on my mannequin and put it in. I'm going to unscrew this, and I've just attached it to the back of my chair, and this is just going to give us stability so that we can work with the mannequin. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the wig cap off and put that on the mannequin, and then we're going to begin stitching. Okay, so I've just done the first bundle, and as you guys can see, like, you can't really see the band or anything. So yeah, I've just done the first bottom bundle, and now I'm just going to go on and do the closure, and I'll show you how I stitch the closure on, and then I will show you how I do another bundle as well. I just wanted to get the bottom bundle out of the way. I like to do the bottom bundle first and then go in and do the rest of the hair. So as you can see for the closure, I've got it on a tilt a bit. I've also got my needle and my thread ready. I'm going to position the closure right at the beginning of the wig cap, as you guys can see. Like literally right at the beginning, and I'm going to take the needle and put it right under the wig cap, and I'm going to get right at the end of the closure, right at the edge of the closure, because I don't want to go too far into the closure. And then what I do is I just pull the needle through, and then that's going to start to secure the closure. And then just again take it through the wig cap and through the closure and pull the needle through. And I just cut the thread, and then I just separate the thread and I make a few knots, and then I'm just going to cut the long bit of the thread, and then you're left with that, which is a secure lead, secure closure. I'm going to come back and do the rest of this bit once I have finished the hair. I just want to get the rest of the hair done now, and then I finish the closure afterward. Okay, now all the wefts are on. Please excuse the closure, it's still a bit damp. I just wanted to get it done. I'm now going to take the wig off the mannequin, and what I'm going to do is cut this bit here where the closure is. So I'm going to make sure that I don't want to cut the rest of the wig cap, because otherwise we will cut the wefts off. So you want to be really, really careful about where you're cutting this. You can cut it before you put the closure on, but I like to cut it after, just because I know then that the closure actually does fit. So I sort of flip it inside out, and then I just begin to cut. So then we're going to take our elastic, and then what we're going to do is we're going to measure this around our head, but we're going to make it a bit smaller so that it is actually tight. And then once you've measured the size of your elastic, what you want to do is you want to sew it right there. You want to sew it right on the last possible bit of the closure so that the closure can stay tight. But you also want to get a bit of the wig cap for the security as well. And you just want to do this going around the wig cap like so. So for you guys who are K-rolling your hair, now would be the perfect time to K-roll your hair. I personally am not, just because I like to only wear wigs like for a day and then like maybe not wear them the next day, if that makes sense. But if you want to keep them on permanently, then K-roll your hair now and then tune back into me in a sec. If not, then just stay tuned. So what I'm going to do with my natural hair is I'm going to kind of roughly part it into two. so that all my hair is here. Look how long my hair is getting, by the way. And then what I kind of do is just grab the two bits like this and wrap one there and then wrap the other. Now you can secure this with like bobby pins or anything, but I just don't need to. And then you kind of like hold all your hair like this, and you take a wig cap, like a tight material, and then you just put this over your head and just push all the hair in. And then this should be the state of your wig cap. And then you want to get your wig. So like I said, the clips were optional. I have added clips, and like I said, they are optional. You don't have to do that. I'm going to position the wig to where I want it. So this is where my parting is going to be, and I want a side part. So I'm just going to tilt it like that. I'm going to grab the elastic band that we made and put that over the head, and then flip the wig on. And then you just adjust it to where you want it, which for me is roughly about here. And then if you are using clips, you just want to secure it with the clips, and then you just want to go ahead and just play with it style wise. So I just like to do it in half so that all my hair is here. I just take some heat protectant. I use the Tresemme one, I just love this, and just spray the hair. And then I like wearing mine straight, to be fair, just because it's a bit easier. So I just straighten the weave, and then I just like to take the front bit here and kind of straighten it back so that I get that kind of effect. Now what I've done as well with my closure is I've plucked it a bit, which means that I've got like a distinct parting now, because I do get free part closures, which means there's no specific way that it has to be parted. So yeah, you just pluck it a bit, and as you can see, like there's a bit of like a weird colour. I've just put some concealer where the parting is to make it look like a scalp. It just, like the little touches that make it look a bit more realistic, I think. So I'm just going to go ahead and straighten the rest of it. And then what I also like to do with this bit is just get the closure and just straighten it like that, so that it's got that like poofy effect. I don't really know what it's called. And I just do that with some random bits as well, just till it looks like that, really, as you guys can see. Sorry I keep looking at the viewfinder, by the way. I can't use a mirror, so I'm using that. I know it's really distracting, but I'm sorry. And then once my hair is styled and straightened in the way that I like, I'm going to go in with this. This is a Design Line Texture Balance Frizz Primer from Regis. And I just spray the hair. I just love the way this smells more than anything. And then that is the completed look. This is how I got silver hair, this is how I make a wig, and this is how I wear a wig. And I know a lot of people don't really show the top bit, but that's kind of what it looks like. But yeah, this is what it looks like all over. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you. If you did like it, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, guys, I will see you guys soon. Bye!